Today on the channel, oh baby, we've got a hairy bipedal creature. We got a big figure. You know I'm in for it. We got McFarlane Toys, Man-Bat.
The spirit of Olympian warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another McFarlane DC unboxing and review. And like I said today, we got one of the big ones. We've already unboxed Clayface. We've already unboxed Killer Croc. Now we turn our attention to Man-Bat. And you guys know I love a giant figure. I love a hairy bipedal creature. So I'm hoping for the best with this one. But for all your McFarlane toy needs, including old Man-Bat, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So another hairy bipedal creature. I mean, a bat's a creature. We can all agree on that. He's hairy. You can see some hair on him. But is he bipedal? Yes, I'm saying this one is bipedal because he does walk around. Yes, he has wings. He can fly, but he also walks around. So he's counting as a hairy bipedal creature. I'm counting him. And I'm excited for this one. We've seen a few. Clayface, I really wasn't a big fan of Clayface, unfortunately. I had high hopes for it. Didn't really meet my expectations. Killer Croc was a lot better than I thought it was going to be after Clayface. A little issues with the ankles as time has went since that review, but still a very, very solid figure. So I'm hoping the last one, the last of the three giants that all went up for pre-order at the same time, I'm hoping Man-Bat comes through and really takes it home for us. Well, we'll see what happens. There's only one way to find out. Of course, we got to take a look at the packaging. We got to talk about it. We got to unbox it. We got to talk about it. We got to go and see where it goes from there. So Man-Bat, which I just realized after all these years, Batman backwards, kind of wild, where obviously Batman, Man-Bat, they're like the opposite of each other. I'm a really slow learner apparently, as I just did realize this. And I'm thinking my first time ever seeing Man-Bat was probably the Batman the Animated Series. I've never been a massive, massive Batman fan. The Batman the Animated Series, I think, was the first time where I really saw Man-Bat. Maybe it was somewhere before, but that's where it really goes back to my memory, and I always think of those animated figures from way back in the day. Maybe you're different than me, or maybe you're on the same path I was. But without further ado, let's look at the packaging on this one. We're used to the DC Multiverse packaging. This one, of course, the deluxe figure, so you got that big, big box. I do love the black, blue, and white. I do think it is very minimalistic, but it really does pop. It looks really good. Always like that blue background. Big, big creature here is old Man-Bat. Look at those big wings going on. I can't wait to get into this one, as this one really does look like something out of a horror movie. It really does. You got Man-Bat DC Rebirth. Nothing too fun over here. Of course, the box there. And then on the back of the package, there it is, a little artwork there. So very interesting to see that. No blurb, anything like that. As usual, that is saved for the card inside. So let's pull this out of the package, see what all the fuss is about on this old Man-Bat. As there's been some fuss somewhere along the line. There has to be, right? There has to be some fuss. Maybe, can I get him even out of the package? That's the million-dollar question. Uh-oh, we got some inside tape holding us back here. So I'm going to rip that, maybe. Oh my gosh, let me get the scissors out. Has it come to this already? We're early. We're early in the unboxing to get the scissors out, but here we are. Here we are. So is 2022. Oh! Well, let's pull out the whole kit and caboodle. Nothing there. See you later. Get out of here. Holy cow! No wonder he's all twist-tied in throughout this thing. That's our issue there, which I appreciate because he is a big, big figure. You want him on lockdown. You don't want him going anywhere in the package, and so forth, as we know. And can I get the stand? There it is. Rookie. See you later. Off to the side, knocking things down as usual. Pop that out. Bam! See you later. Frisbee style. Of course, you get the DC stand we're very accustomed to with McFarlane. We've seen him a million times. Don't need to go over that again. We will take a look at this Man-Bat card. It's the same artwork from the back, of course. Man-Bat from DC Rebirth. Real name, Dr. Robert Kirkland. His friends call him Kirk Langstrom. This genius-level zoologist attempted to make a serum derived from bats in order to give humans special sonar senses, but the formula backfired, mutating Langstrom into a giant Man-Bat, complete with its own feral personality. Batman routinely tangles with this creature of the night, hoping to save Langstrom from his own scientific sins. So like a young Dr. Kirk Connors from Spider-Man, it kind of sounds like. And has there ever been more than one Man-Bat? I'm guessing there's not only one Man-Bat. There's probably somebody took over the mantle. That happens all the time with these villains, I've noticed. I guess Batman too, so there it is. There's old Man-Bat. I can tell you what, feels pretty heavy. Always good feeling heavy on these guys. There he is in the plastic prison. Almost looks like a werewolf if you kind of look at it just right, especially with the ripped jeans. It looks like a werewolf type figure. At least to me it does. Let's see if I can get him cut out of the plastic prison here. A lot of heavy duty twist ties. And like I said, this one does feel a little heavier than normal. We'll see when we get him out of the pack. If I can get him out. Jeez, and he's locked in at his legs too. They don't want Man-Bat going anywhere. Maybe he is truly a real threat. Twist ties everywhere. What a mess. What a mess going on. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Holy twist ties. Batman. I got them everywhere. There it is. My vacuum's going to love me later. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the old Man-Bat here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So he is a little heavier figure. I mean, he does feel heavier than Clayface, at least. And I'll compare some of those, of course, as we always do here in a second or two. But let's start looking at this guy, and let's look at the head first. Definitely like a crazy vampire look. I mean, it's a Man-Bat. Not far from a vampire, but a very, very bat-like face. Some really wild teeth action. He does have the kind of vampire fangs going on, but you got one fang that's much bigger than the other. That is a little off-putting. I feel like they should be the same size. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. You guys chime in the comments down below, but that is a little bit strange. I feel in the face, but nice purple accents, which I didn't really notice in the packaging, kind of on the side of his head, in his mouth. Instead of like a pink, it's more of a purple and blending in with all the brown, of course. And then he does have two very beady red eyes, which is a really nice look as well. And then he's got a hair on the top of his head against his nice pointy ears. And then he's got a little fur thing in between his body and his head. It's a little piece there, and it does move around. You can move it. It is connected. No, it is not connected. It's just a separate piece right there. And then you got another piece overlay over the top of all hair. I mean, this kind of gives him that werewolf vibe a little bit too. The jeans, especially the werewolf vibe. But it looks really good there with the hair, nice sculpted in fur detail. It'd be really cool if it was soft fur, but it's not for everybody, and I get that too. And it would probably take the price up a little bit more. But very, very good. And of course, that does taper down to a V here. Down to the chest where you get the hula hoop action, of course. Then you get a little bit of waist action as well. So you got two things of articulation there. He does have a little bit of a diaper action, as we've seen with a lot of McFarlane bigger figures. That diaper action is here to stay, apparently. Moving back up to the top of the body. He can't go all the way around with his arms, but they do get a little hindered here. There is a little bit of pull. You got to kind of push through it, power through it to get it through there. A little bit hollow in the chest cavity where the arms meet. We've seen that before with Clayface, but it doesn't feel as bad as Clayface's did, if that makes sense. I guess if you've had the Clayface figure, you probably understand what I mean. But you do get some little bit of movement in here. It's not quite butterfly, but there's just a lot of extra looseness in there, a little bit extra movement going on, so you can do that with the shoulders. You do get single jointed elbows, and they are extremely, extremely tight, but you can move those around. The wrists and hands do not move, so you do not have articulation in the hands. Is this the first McFarlane toy that we've received without articulation in the hands? It very well could be. Then, of course, you get the bat wings here. And these bat wings are very interesting. When you look at it a little closer, at first you see it, okay, it's wings of a bat. When I look at this, it almost looks like he's holding his blankie. He looks like my daughter holding her blankie when she was a little kid, carrying it around. I mean, it almost looks like he's just holding his blanket up in the air. It doesn't necessarily look like a wing, but it also looks like a wing at the same time. So the more you look at it, it looks like he's holding a blanket. You look at him from a hole, it does look like wings. But, you know, wings, I guess, usually, and I'm not really smart to the bat anatomy, but I believe this is correct. A lot of people think like a bird, you know, kind of the wings to the back and things, where I believe bats are kind of more on their arms like how he is here. So it may look a little strange if you're thinking of like Archangel from, Marvel Legends or something like that from the X-Men. It's just a different setup as far as wings go, because I'm just a wing expert, apparently. Maybe chicken wing expert, who knows. But you got that with the arms, and then you got another a little smaller wing underneath, right against the bicep, the lower bicep, down by the tricep, kind of, is what you got that. So he's got two wings there, but very, very big, of course, and you can't put his arms out wide. Very, very cool. And he's got two fisted hands. I guess you can count them as fisted hands. And they're both in a fist motion. Not your typical fist, but close enough to be dangerous. Then you got that nice fur kind of sculpted in on his forearms, bicep, down to his palms of his hands. We talked about the midsection here, and now we get down to the legs. We got double jointed knees on this one. We do have pins in the joints. You got that big ball down there, but it seems to be getting better with McFarlane. That ankle ball is being hidden a little bit better. It does look a little bit better, and especially on this one, looks really good. The pin's a little bit unsightly, but I can look past that. I think they're working towards fixing that. Getting down to the ankle, you got a nice ankle cut, up and down, tons of ankle articulation. Then you got the big toe articulation on this guy. He's like, almost like he has 2 feet. It's right in the middle, but you should be able to get some pretty cool poses out of this guy, but I have a feeling he's going to be very hard to stand. He is very, very top heavy, very light on the bottom, so that is going to be a little bit difficult in standing for him, I just have a feeling. Nice tears in the jeans here. He's got a nice belt buckle going on. The tears, like I said earlier, remind me of a werewolf, very much so. But man, this one is good. I really do like this one. I'm going to have to give it some time to think, but as of right now, maybe it's the shiny new toy effect. I think I like this of the big 3 that we recently got. And of course, I'll grab those right now. Of course, you got Clayface right there. I like the Clayface. He just feels a little too hollow. Doesn't feel as deluxe as I would like it to. And check out that review if you missed it. You know, to each their own. It's just one man's opinion. That's all I can say. But that's how I feel on that one. This Killer Croc I really like. I feel like you can mix him in with your Ninja Turtles. You can mix him in a few different things. He is a little bit hard on his feet to get stand if you want to bend the knees and stuff and get some big posing jobs. That is a little difficult to do with him from time to time, but it is really good. But out of these 3, as of right now, I'm giving it to Man-Bat just by a hair. I really do like the feel of this one in hand. I like the size. I like the really horror aspects of him. A very, very good McFarlane figure. I'll put Killer Croc second. Then, of course, we'll go to Clayface from there. But not too shabby. And then a couple other comparisons we can do just for some sizing. You can see how he is against the Swamp Thing. This is the GameStop edition of Swamp Thing right here. So he does tower. He is the giant of the bunch for sure. And then we get to the King Shark, of course. Always like pulling him out anytime I can. I love animal creatures like this. I mean, they can farm their own superhero or supervillain team, I guess, if they really wanted to, depending which way the wind blows. But some giant-sized McFarlane figures, and you guys know I love giant figures that are in a 6-inch line. Just the bigger, the better. I think they stand out. They're really cool. They're a lot of fun. So I'm hoping McFarlane gives us some more of these. Put up some more pre-orders. I mean, I did pass on a few. That Titan Joker isn't for me. That Dragon Joker, not for me. But things like these, I'm here for all day long, and I hope McFarlane gives us some more, be it in the DC line, or as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Spawn line as well, so I'll take more big figures, the better. And if they're hairy bipedal creatures, oh boy, I'm going to fall out of my chair like a young Vince McMahon back in the day. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? Where do you sit on Man-Bat? All in, all out, easy pickup, easy pass? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You made it this far, you might as well like the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. Follow along on Patreon for this video and many other videos much, much earlier. And best of all, you get to support the channel, get exclusive content, bonus content, and don't forget the giveaways over there. SirPaul64 is where you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for the DC McFarlane Man-Bat, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.